Back to our top story now. Violent anti-American protests erupting in the Middle East and North Africa. A look now at Cairo, where protesters have set fire to a car and have been clashing with police near the U.S. Embassy. As this chaos continues to unfold today, there are some new calls to rethink the aid that the U.S. sends to Egypt and Libya in the face of all of this chaos that we're watching on the streets. From fiscal year 2010 to 2012, the U.S. gave Libya over $200 million. And much more went to Egypt, some $3.2 billion for fiscal years 2012 and 2013. So now the question is, should we cut back? Should we withhold as we wait for some resolution on what has happened in these countries? Should we eliminate it altogether? Joined now by New York Congressman Peter King. He's a Republican and chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee. Congressman King, welcome back here. Good to see you this morning.
Thank you, Martha.
What do you think? What's your answer to those questions?
First of all, Egypt has acted disgracefully. President Morsi has been an apologist for the Muslim Brotherhood. He failed to do the most basic requirement, and that was to protect the American embassy. And you're right, they've gotten billions and billions of dollars in aid from the United States. And I saw a transcript of the President Obama's conversation with President Morsi this morning, when again the president expresses regrets about attempts to denigrate Islam. Why we go on this apology tour and continue it, I don't know. The one who should be apologizing is President Morsi, apologizing for the American flag being burned, for the American embassy being attacked. So I believe that aid to Egypt should be suspended unless and until President Morsi makes it absolutely clear that he is going to condemn the actions of these demonstrators and going to take forceful action to protect the American embassy. Now, this Friday, the Muslim Brotherhood has called for another round of demonstrations. President Morsi comes out of the Muslim Brotherhood. He is in a unique position to denounce those demonstrations, say they should not occur, and if there's any lawlessness whatsoever, they will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. So I do believe that aid to Egypt should be suspended, or at least the threat to suspend it, unless there's an immediate response by Egypt. As far as Libya, there really is no government in Libya. It's a new government. My understanding so far, and I was briefed on it this morning, is the government did attempt to protect Americans and not do a good job of it. I think we have to reconsider our aid there. But again, I put Libya in a different position from Egypt.
They're very different situations, as you point out. In terms of Egypt, the president said that he does not consider Morsi really an ally or an enemy, that the jury is still out on that question. What do you think about that answer?
Well, if he's not an ally, why do we continue to give him billions of dollars in aid? We gave billions of dollars to President Mubarak because he was an ally and because Egypt did all it could to protect the peace in the Middle East and to cooperate with the U.S., cooperate with us as far as intelligence, as far as protecting Israel, the peace agreement with Israel. Morsi is not doing that. So I think until we get a clear commitment, and if we don't get it, then we don't get it. But until we get it, I think aid should be suspended to Egypt, or at least the real threat of it, and give them a timeline where they have to comply with. We can't go on with business as usual. We can't keep pandering to these people in the Middle East, particularly the Muslim Brotherhood.
All right. Congressman Peter King, thank you. A lot of input on this from our viewers today as well.
Certainly is.
Send us a tweet at Martha McCallum or at Bill Hemmer. Tell us what you're thinking about this. It's very much on people's minds. All right, thanks.